Good morning, family. Uh, Hell of a Wednesday on this November 6, 2024. Um, the amount of thoughts that are racing through my head cannot be counted right now. And first of all, once again, this country has shown us who we truly are. And I don't ever believe that anger should accompany revelation. Tough for me to say this, but congratulations to this country's new president. Sincerely, I am having a hard time saying our new president because I certainly didn't choose him. I don't believe in him. He stands for so many things that are antithesis to how I was raised as a man of faith, who was taught to be neighborly and respectful and to be genuine and to be friendly and considerate of the differences between each and every one of us. However, I have to say congratulations because he is the absolute definition of in spite of. In spite of his misogyny, in spite of the racist rhetoric, in spite of the consistency of fabrications, in spite of the felony counts. I don't talk about his business failures because, again, he utilizes a system that is made available to all of us, so I don't even count that. But he is in my opinion, on the Mount Rushmores of in spite ofs, and this country has decided to say yes to him once again. So many opportunities for the Democratic Party to lose every legislative, executive, and judicial leverage over the past 4 to 5 years, including this particular election season, has to be evaluated on policy, procedure, principles. All of it needs to be examined because in a system of two-party systems and one continue to take the beat down, and especially in a season where the other party has a representative who doesn't represent what the quote-unquote American fabric is about, they have to take a hard examination and change immediately. What is that party going to be and do going forward? However, here we are. Those of us who are able to hear and see this video remain grateful to the higher power that you got one more day, at least one more day, to make your imprint in this community, in this life, to yourself. And I employ all of us, including myself, to get away from the thumb attacks and the superficial conversations we have consistently and use our intellect and our God-given talents to move the needle forward to what we decide who we want to be as a country. Black unification is weak. Gender unification is weak. To hide behind we are all kinfolk because we're skin folk, ain't it? Many black Americans voted for Trump for their specific reasons. I'm not going to call them selfish reasons, but specific reasons. But we specifically as a black community tend to look at each other as traitors when we all don't move on the same agenda. As if we take enough time to be on the same agenda and hash out what is most important to us and leave the small things behind. That is our greatest opportunity I see within the black community. But to wrap all this up, I implore everyone to at least keep your head high. If you feel convicted that you could have done more, be more influential, be more vocal. I employ us, because I'm part of that population too, to start being what we can be and what we feel challenged to be, and move boldly and fearlessly into what that can be for you, your neighbor, your family, for this country. Donald Trump won based on being bold, fearless, courageous, loud, unhinged, not giving a damn about being politically correct. And he won. Let what he's done, take some elements of what he has done and apply it to our specific lives. I'm not saying be him by no stretch of the imagination, but look at what he did and remove some of those elements that can position us to be victors as well. We owe it to ourselves, we owe it to our God, we owe it to our families, we owe it to our legacies. We owe it. I'm done. Y'all be great.